Some music lives on records, some music lives in films, and some music doesn't just underscore a scene, it becomes the scene. This week on Tracks on Trial, we're putting the spotlight on jazz and blues records that didn't just appear in soundtracks, they defined them. Music that shaped characters, atmosphere, tension, obsession, and in some cases completely hijacked the film around it. From smoky late-night saxophones to big band bravado and raw blues energy, this is music that doesn't politely sit in the background. It sweats, it stares back at you, and occasionally it loses its damn mind. We're talking jazz as psychology, blues as storytelling, and records that prove cinema doesn't just use music, it depends on it. This is Tracks on Trial, courtroom lights low, cigarette smoke in the air. Roll the intro. Welcome back to Tracks on Trial, the global music podcast where songs go on the stand and only two verdicts exist, topper or flopper. This week's case file is all about jazz and blues in soundtracks. Not score music written for films, but real records with history that filmmakers trusted to carry emotion, tension, and narrative weight. These are not background vibes. These are tracks that say things about obsession, loneliness, power, joy, chaos, and control. Music that turns scenes into moments and moments into cinema history. We'll be digging into how jazz and blues function on screen, when they amplify a story, when they steal it, and when they become inseparable from the images they're paired with. So grab a drink, dim the lights, and get comfortable because this episode is somewhere between a late night club, a movie theatre, and a bad decision made at 3 a.m. Court is officially in session. Let me introduce my fellow, what do you have in a court? Jury, that's what you have. Andy, a man whose music taste lives between "this changed my life" and "you probably haven't heard of it." Andy's the only person I know who can turn a conversation about a film soundtrack into a 45-minute lecture about why the original pressing is the only version that matters. This week, Andy is absolutely in his element. Low lighting, late nights, music that sounds like it was recorded at 2 a.m. after a bad decision and a worse drink. He loves his jazz like he loves his films. Moody, slightly miserable, and convinced that happiness is overrated. So if at any point he starts talking about space, tension, or letting the notes breathe, just know that this is the closest he gets to opening up emotionally. Andy, welcome to the stand.
Thank you, Sam. That was easy for you to say. And I would just like to say, and as well, is not the same as Adam, who is my brother, but also, as whilst you're letting your drink breathe, what's in it, viewers? These tracks, which are coming on, do need to breathe. They are classics from the vintage era. They are nearly as old as me.
And, drum roll, ladies and gents, she's back!
Guess who's
AJ!
back?
Way!
Hi, guys. I
Back
missed
again.
you guys. Oh, man.
So AJ is back after weeks lost to snow, power cuts, firewood logistics, and whatever off-grid reality she's been surviving in. AJ has returned to civilization and immediately agreed to talk about jazz and blues in film soundtracks, which tells you everything you need to know about her decision-making. She's the only person on this podcast who can disappear into the wilderness, keep 5 children alive with nothing but grit and a suspiciously capable skill set, and come back sounding annoyingly well-adjusted. So yes, AJ is back, sharper than us, better prepared than us, and absolutely ready to tell us why our opinions are wrong, politely but decisively. Welcome home, AJ. We missed you. We're about to get corrected, I'm sure.
Oh, man. I missed you guys. I did. So I was sad to have missed like the singer-songwriter round that you guys did for the festivals because I was like, oh, man, I'm going to nail this. I'm going to knock this out of the park because I know so many of these people that a lot of people don't even know who they are. And they're like big festival people over here, right? And then this blues, really? Oh, there's no way I could miss this week. If I was sitting in front of my wood stove covered in soot still, I would be here like, hi, guys.
Right there. And practically all of these songs and artists are from where you live, pretty much.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great to have you back.
Absolutely. Great to have you back. But in case you don't know who I am, I'm Sam. If this episode gets overly detailed, that's on me. because I have a tendency to enjoy music slightly more once I've taken it apart, stared at it for a while, and explained why it works to people who didn't ask. I like complexity, I like tension, and I like pretending that noticing things is the same as having taste. So today's episode is jazz and blues in film soundtracks, which means I'm very much in my lane and you're just all along for the ride. Let's get into it, shall we?
Ooh,
Sounds like war.
interesting. He's on the
Grr.
aggressive mode today.
Like you guys said, these are people from my home base, a lot of them. So I'm like, let's go.
Yes.
Let's be having you.
Expecting top marks from you, AJ, this week.
Y'all might not like it, but it's some damn good stuff.
Just keep speaking like that, then we're halfway there, aren't we? Damn good stuff.
Absolutely. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Okay, AJ, kick us off with your first quickfire, please. I'm going to give you your lovely countdown. She's coming to you in 3, 2, 1.
15,
All right.
14.
My first
13,
honorable mention
12.
was almost
11,
number 1.
10,
The Stevie Ray Vaughan,
9,
because
8,
he was
7,
amazing.
6.
Actually,
5,
Pride and Joy. It was
4,
in Dukes of Hazzard, 2005, I
2,
believe. That's the one that
1,
had Jessica Simpson
0.
in it. Everyone knows this song. It's a good song. It's like awesome. Pride and
Yeah.
Joy.
Is quality tune.
Like you can hear the intro, right?
Easily noticeable as Stevie Ray Vaughan, isn't it? You know, that tone, that way he plays, you know. Arguably one of the best guitarists ever. You know, he's up there. Yeah, it's easily noticeable as him. And it's great track to start your comeback.
I could listen to all of Texas Flood over, like that whole album. I mean, I wish he just could have made music for forever. Like, I wish we just had more, you know?
More Stevie. There are a lot of Stevies in the world of music that I would have liked more of. More of him, more of Stevie Wonder, more of Steven Tyler, more Stevie Nicks. Yeah, all the Stevies.
Stevie Clark, Def Leppard.
Steve's a good name.
Yep.
My dad and my brother were Steve, so good name.
And also cracking film as well. Grew up watching the original Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, man.
Back in the old days, and for what it is, don't get me wrong, it's not going to win anything, but for tongue-in-cheek nostalgia purposes, I thought it was a great film. And Jessica Simpson looked great.
Oh, she was gorgeous. I'm like, Daisy Duke. I mean, you know, and look, so Tom Wopat, Luke Duke, I got to hang out with him a little bit. And like...
Really? Wow, yeah. That's what I call my son as well. When he's not Luke Skywalker and I'm Vader, he's Luke Duke.
Luke Duke. Yeah. Y'all are Luke and Bo. I guess that means I'm Crazy Daisy.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Crazy Daisy. Just keep the hot pants for when you warm up, all right? The hot jeans. Wait for summer.
Keep those on reserve. Right, here comes my quickfire. 3,
Yes.
2, 1.
15,
This is jazz as
14,
combat sport where the
13,
song becomes
12,
the battleground.
11,
Tempo is a
10,
weapon, precision
9,
is survival.
8,
It's not about swing or
7,
feel, it's about
6,
obsession,
5,
control, and
4,
how far someone
3,
will push themselves
2,
to be great.
1,
Jazz has
0.
never sounded this violent on screen, and that's exactly the point. This is Caravan from Whiplash. Oh my God, what a performance.
Violent jazz.
Love it.
Amazing.
Love it.
Absolutely brilliant. And that 9 and a bit minutes or whatever it is just doesn't feel that. It's just, you just get sucked into that and you're just, wow.
I mean, 5 minutes of drum solo. I don't know on what planet or what other moment you would away with a 5-minute drum solo, which is completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But somehow, as you say, just is, especially in the movie when you're watching it rather than just on record, in the movie, just the tension and the facial expressions, it's just like, you just feel like just biting your hand. It's just so good.
He was brilliant, wasn't he? I can't remember the guy's name.
Hurwitz.
Yeah. Was it John Hurwitz? He was brilliant. Like his acting performance, and shit, he can play the drums, you know, but incredible. What film. And Stanley, what's his surname? The teacher, the U at the Brit School. Sam, he played you. He did brilliant as well. But what film? Yeah. What an amazing film. Stanley, what's his name? Stanley someone. Not as relevant. It's a music pod, isn't it? Not a film pod. So there you go.
I was a lot nicer than him as a teacher, though. My God, if he was my teacher, I would have punched him on the nose. Honestly.
Well, you must have done something right, because 2 of your students just picked up a Grammy this week.
So 2 of my students got Grammys. But there were more students from the Brit School that got Grammys. I think 4 Brit School in total. So well done me for being such a standout teacher. Here you go. 3, 2, 1.
15,
Manish Boy is a
14,
blues
13,
standard song written by
12,
Muddy Waters,
11,
Mel London, and Bo
10,
Diddley in 1955.
8,
Muddy Waters performed
7,
it. It was
6,
used in the 1983 film
4,
Risky Business,
3,
which is just
2,
amazing.
1,
It's also famously
0.
featured in Goodfellas, which we'll come to
Oh.
later on as well. But predominantly, Risky Business is used a lot in that film, and absolutely brilliant blues song, which is so referenceable. Everyone knows this. That
Yeah.
one chord, everyone knows it.
The blues lick. I love Muddy Waters. Oh my goodness. It's a staple.
Yeah.
You have to, that's just in there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I had a bit of intermittent signal at this point, so I've had to re-record my pitch for you. So here we go with the first lobby of the day, and I am presenting to you Minnie the Moocher by Cab Calloway, as performed in the Blues Brothers. And this isn't just a song placement, this is a statement. What you're watching here is one of the rare moments where a film doesn't use music. It hands the keys over to it. The narrative pauses, the jokes stop, and the camera gives Cab Calloway the space to do what he does best, completely dominate the room.
She had a dream about the King of Sweden. He gave her things that she was needing. He gave her a home built of gold and steel, a diamond car with the platinum wheels. Howdy, 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 howdy. Howdy, 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 ho. Scoodly-boo, scoodly-boo, scoodly-boodly, boodly-boo. He gave her his townhouse and his racing horses. Each meal she ate was a dozen courses.
Brilliant.
Man. Musically, this sits right at the crossroads of early jazz and blues. You've got swing rhythm, blues phrasing, call and response vocals, all the DNA of communal music making. This is music designed to be shared. Every hi-de-hi is an invitation, not just a hook. The audience isn't passive, they're part of the performance. And that's important because blues and early jazz weren't about virtuosity for its own sake. They were about connection, about voice, timing, character. Cab Calloway isn't flexing technical skill here. He's flexing presence, control, timing. He knows exactly when to push, when to pause, and when to let the room carry the moment for him. Now drop that into the context of the Blues Brothers, and it becomes even more powerful. This is a mainstream comedy film in 1980, stopping dead to spotlight a black jazz icon whose career began decades earlier. And crucially, there's no irony, no parody. The film doesn't treat this as a novelty, it treats it as heritage. That matters because a lot of blues and jazz in cinema gets softened, stylized, or backgrounded. This doesn't. It's loud, it's theatrical, it's proud, and it reminds you that before rock, before pop, before any of this, this was the show. There's also something quietly radical about how joyful this moment is. Blues is often framed as sadness, struggle, hardship. And yes, that's part of it. But here, blues is playful, it's mischievous, it's storytelling with a grin. Minnie's tale is absurd, exaggerated, almost cartoonish, and that humour is part of the tradition. And finally, this performance bridges generations. It takes music that predates modern recording culture and proves it still works in a loud, chaotic, mainstream film. Not because it's been updated, but because it doesn't need to be. This is blues as entertainment, jazz as theatre, and proof that charisma, timing, and conviction never go out of style. And that's why Minnie the Moocher isn't just a great soundtrack moment. It's a reminder of where all this came from and why it still hits.
I love the Blues Brothers. That's one of my favorites, actually. It makes sense that it would be. And then the actors that they had in it, even. I love, so the blues with the jazz. I have always had a respect for people that will do, scat. That can do, the scat singing, and they can just freestyle that and whatever and just make it sound right. I feel like I would start doing something and I'd be, tripping over my own self, blah, blah, blah. So I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah, it is. It's a classic film, isn't it? And it's a key part of the film. But listening, when you put your track up, you go to the original, so not the movie part, just the original part, because it's been covered quite a few times, hasn't it? I think Robbie Williams did it on his Swing When You're Winning album, and but the original, again, I think we say this a lot, is the best. It's so cool. That 1920s, 1930s sound, that mono sound coming through, and just the energy. If you watch the video, which viewers and listeners you can do on our playlist on YouTube and listen on Spotify and Apple. I did that today, actually. So it's all ready to go for you straight away after this pod. Watching that video for this song, it's brilliant. I wish I could transport back there. Go back 100 years and just to witness it for a week, and see what's going on there. Brilliant.
So it's like a whole mix. It's like big band, and then there was blues and jazz. You get all that put together.
And do what,
and it's,
with the
yeah, like the flappers.
Yeah.
Some good
There's
stuff.
have you seen that film with Owen Wilson, Midnight in Paris?
That's good stuff.
Oh, where he goes back to the 20s, doesn't he? And he meets Ernest Hemingway, and he's living that way. And it's, oh my God, that's amazing. But to go and experience all that music exactly like that, what we've just heard now, that would be amazing. That would be so good. I mean, there's a few eras I would love to do. I'd love to do the 20s. I'd love to go in the 50s in that Elvis era. The 60s, obviously, and I am old enough, kids, to live through the 80s and 90s, so I don't need to go back there.
You wouldn't get away with calling a group of dancers the Flappers these days.
No, God, no. No, that's usually what you call them now if you're bottling something, isn't it? And you can't make your mind up.
Flappers and floppers, guys.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Or if you're revealing too much.
Well, quite. I was leaving that to the imagination, Andy, but, you just...
I like to go straight in. No flapping about here. We don't want to butter around the truth.
No buttering at the rim, just slip it straight in.
Exactly. Hey, nicely done. Are you a songwriter by any chance?
As it happens.
Oh my God.
Well, before we get too far down the buttery, slippery, slidey slope, AJ,
don't do that.
spin or flopping?
I'm topping it.
AJ's topping it.
Yeah,
Andy, what are you saying?
topping it.
I'm going up, mate. Yeah. How can
Go,
you not?
Manny. It's your
can you not?
birthday. Absolutely.
I'll be surprised if there's any songs today, looking at them, which are not gonna make the list. But we'll see.
We'll see. We will see. Now, before we go any further, taking it to Sunday confessional.
Oh, confessions.
Because a little birdie tells me that somebody might have something to share with us. Would anybody like to confess anything to the jury, maybe?
Is this reference our message we had earlier?
Oh, perhaps.
Well, last week, as you will listen, AJ, we put our songs forward and our singer-songwriter songs forward, and neither of us came out on top. You gave us a topper for both of ours, but we each flopped each other's.
Oh, you each flopped each other's.
Yes.
Y'all hating each other. Like, no.
From afar, we flopped each other's. So, swiftly on. Over the week, I've been listening to our playlist listeners on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. The chorus and the hook and the melody and the music in Sam's long play track, I'm actually starting to quite like.
From last week.
And I flopped it. I do still stick with my original comment that the verse is just like, slow down.
Is this the one that you mentioned last night or this morning? I don't know what it is for you guys, actually. That you had mentioned in the chat. You had said something about. So actually, I've quite decided I like that.
Yes.
Is that the one?
That's the-
Yes, indeed.
It come out. Here's another funny story on it as well. It come out at work today in my day job, listeners. I went out to. I am the boss, though, listeners. Okay, I went out and just to check up on things, walked around, and the radio was on, and that song was playing, and I even strutted into a dance on that chorus. I thought, "Sour kill me."
Oh, me.
But I'm big enough to hold my hand up.
Y'all had some tricks up your sleeve for my sake while I was gone, you know, picking out the best songs possible to to use as mine, right?
Your reggae song was awful.
Oh, I
Oh, goodness
so
me.
hated missing reggae. You know how excited I was to get to pick mainstream reggae? Oh man.
Yeah, well, the one you did pick was rubbish.
It was.
Andre, was it?
It was rubbish. This week is not the week to play the whole thing, but I will run it all the way through at some point. It is that time of the episode for our Jazz and Blues soundtrack news. These headlines may or may not be factually correct, but hopefully they will tickle your ribs. Let us begin. Jazz soundtrack praised for perfectly capturing emotional collapse. Director confirms the brief was simply make it sound like someone realizing too late that their life choices are permanent. Blues song used in film so accurate viewers thought it was about them. Several audience members reportedly left the cinema early to call people they shouldn't. Film composer fired after resolving a jazz chord. Studio executives said the moment of emotional clarity was confusing, unnecessary, and wildly irresponsible. Test audiences report jazz soundtrack didn't tell them what to feel. Producers admitted the music assumed a level of self-awareness we simply cannot rely upon. And those were your headlines for the week.
Who would know? Who knew?
Self-awareness, what is that?
You'd have had plenty of that last couple of weeks, didn't you, AJ?
I'm sure you've done a lot of soul searching.
So it's funny, we got here and we actually had power and we could watch TV, and we actually watched Encino Man, you know? Like, I felt like the guy being thawed out from the Stone Ages at that point. Have you ever seen that?
No, we'll just watch your home videos.
If I shared them with y'all, you would be thoroughly entertained, I promise. So but he's like just a solid block of ice. They dig up this guy when they're digging up a pool, and he's a caveman frozen in ice, and they thaw him out, and he comes back. I said, that's totally us this week. It's like Encino Man all over again.
They obviously, with Brendan Fraser, did do it enough because he's still a shit actor, isn't he? In the jazz world, you need the old bumping.
AJ, can I have your long one, please?
Yeah, I'll give you never mind. Yes, absolutely. I will give you my long play, long pitch.
Thank you. Go for it.
All right. So I could have gone BB King, because BB King is the king, you know, he's, the whole Memphis and all that. But I decided he's had his music in so many different movies. Like Black Snake Moan was fashioned after him. There's a whole bunch of different TV shows and movies. His music was way ahead of his time. R.L. Burnside. I don't know if you've ever heard his stuff, but it's an awesome variation. He does it's hill country North Mississippi blues versus Delta blues. And this was actually in a movie called Puncture back in 2011. It's called Someday Baby, and it's actually one of my favorite songs to cruise to, especially on a motorcycle. It's just got it's got some groove to it. I think you'll like it. I really do. It's different. It's not just typical the blues chords, It's got some groove to it.
Shall we hear it?
I reckon.
Heck yeah.
Here she comes.
Good bad girl, better get those, get gone, have a great time, that ain't pretty good.
that song's been remixed a lot of different ways, and he used to do a lot of music not far from where I live now, so had to go with old RL.
I listened to it and it was like, oh, it's interesting. It sped up, it slowed down, it went, like you say, not traditional blues at all. But I quite enjoyed it, and listening to it then again, the production on it, that bass is lush.
Yeah.
That bass is lush. He's doing the same thing, mine, the 4 or 5 notes, but it sounds so good. If you had no guitar over it or anything, it just left that. That sounds so good. The production is really well done, which a lot of people, jazz, they talk about production. Blues, they don't talk overly massive about production, do they?
Mm-mm.
But that was done really well, just to bring that bass out on that. And I really enjoyed it. I've never heard that song before. Never heard of that artist. Never heard that film. But I listened to that a couple of times and I quite enjoyed it. It was fun. It wasn't, if we were judging this or listening to this as a serious piece of music, get the fuck out of here. But we're not, we're not about that, are we? And I really enjoyed it. It was fun. It was a good piece to listen to, and I'd listen to it again. Yeah, no, good job. Good shout.
Well, there you are. I'm going to dive in then and give you some of my thoughts. I shall begin. You wait.
Yeah, good luck with this. He's got worse.
I'll begin by saying I think blues is one of the hardest genres to be impressive with musically, because, but
Same
by
chords,
definition,
same progressions.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's it's a progression that, generally speaking, you just loop around a song. It's often about, the storytelling
Yeah,
in
you can just sing different words into the same tune, and it's a blues song. That's what they generally do. It's
Yeah.
the same chords. You sing different words to it, and it's a new song, right?
Yeah, and you're normally singing about some sort of angst or pain or pressure point or something. Generally, not always, but that's the sort of general drift. So and then if you go into the more kind of jammy, noodly blues, you're thinking like a group of musicians just throwing 12 bars at each other, and you take a 12, and you take a 12, and to me that gets boring pretty quickly.
Super repetitive.
Well, there's only so much improvisation that anybody needs in their life, quite frankly, and the rest is simply for the player's own ego massaging, which is fine if you do it behind your own closed door so that no one else has to be subjected to it. So I think blues is a really difficult genre generally to wow anybody with. If I put that in context with this song, I think there are some interesting features in this song. I think it's got a good swagger. Like it's got almost like 90s / 21st century level of hipness, if I can use that very old fashioned term. It's got the kind of rappy bit, which I think is cool. And I think the vocal style generally is great. I like it. I like the sound of the record in terms of like the bass that you're talking about and all of that. But that being said, I was bored, and it's for the same reason that I would get bored with a lot of blues, is because once I've heard a minute of it, or maybe 90 seconds, I'm like, I've heard the song now. What else is coming? No, nothing else is coming. It's the same. So
typical of blues.
Typical of blues, yeah. Bits of it that I like and that I were cool and atypical, and other things that I'm like, I need more here to keep me engaged. So that's where I'm at. Should we pass the verdict, or do you want to pitch in?
Oh yeah, no, either way is fine. I was gonna say the other one, like, what was it? It was in Black Snake Moan. I don't know if you've seen that. It's got Samuel L. Jackson, and they did it was fashioned after a lot of his music. And he had what one was it in there? Old Black Maddie. I almost went with that, but it's like way classic type blues. And I was like, hey, that's just so, like you're saying, like it's great and it's perfect for what it is, but I'm like, but it was just the gritty blues, right? Like, and I can't say just, like I love that, but this is different. So I was like, no, I'm gonna go with this because he has all the different spectrum of blues, but like you said, you can do the same blues riff over and over, just throw different words on it. This is not that. So
yeah, blues is you either love it or hate the blues, and
I
you can
loved
get
it.
lost in it, and Yeah, I do, but I can get bored of it after I can listen to it. Say,
Mhm.
like my drive to work and everything is an hour and a half sometimes. I could listen to it on the way in. That's it. Carry on the way home. Like, no, I need to turn it over now. It's like I do have my line. Whilst I love it, and there are classics, I couldn't listen to it constantly every day.
Mhm.
But for me, saying that, with that, it was fun. It was different. And I just thought that bass line was sexy. So I'm going to go up.
Woo! Topped it.
I'm
Survived.
topping.
All right, Sam
All
White,
right.
DMG, lay it on me.
I feel like I'm battling my own conscience here because there are bits of it that I think do make it stand out as a blues record and that do make it more interesting than perhaps a lot of other blues. But at the same time, my heart is saying to me, yeah, but you still don't really like it. Like you're trying to defend it with your head, but I'm not convinced. And so I do genuinely feel bad about this one, but I'm flopping.
Ooh, that's shocking.
It's a tough subject.
I
This
feel like
is
that's the least boring blues song I could have presented you guys today.
is this genre, this category this week, is this like my metal for you, Sam?
Well, no, because I'm more open-minded than you are, so I do at least try to consider the genre.
You should have went last, because if you're going to flop both of ours, then we could have just done that anyway.
No, I still haven't passed verdict on yours yet. It's still cogs are turning. So
Anyway, swiftly on.
right, quick pitch number 2. Andy, do you want to start? 3, 2, 1.
Link Wray's iconic 1958 instrumental track Rumble is featured in Pulp Fiction. Known for pioneering the power chord and early distortion, Ray's menacing raw sound aligns perfectly with the film's edgy, nostalgic vibe, solidifying his reputation as a rock and roll outlaw whose influence spanned punk and metal. I'm getting there. I'm getting better. I was getting better.
Are you?
No, I might have flew
You were
off a
well
bit
over on
there.
that one.
Well, I took my earbud out. I couldn't hear the other half, so because I've had a message that I'm too loud. But you know that song. As soon as you hear that down, 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 it's just pop. You know that's Pulp Fiction, don't you?
There are some tracks, some bits of music that are so strongly associated with the motion picture, with the soundtrack,
Yeah.
that you can't consider it separately, and that is one. That
Yeah.
bam bam bam. It's like, yeah, you know exactly where you are. There are like a couple of bits, like in Kill Bill, for example. There's a couple of motifs that you're like, yeah, that puts me straight into a place, into a scene. Many examples, but this is a really good example of that.
He was good, Tarantino, at using music in his films, wasn't he? And same as Scorsese, he was really good as well.
I was really excited. I was like, he went Pulp Fiction. That's awesome.
And even Guy Ritchie as well. Like if you watch Lock, Stock, and Snatch, the music in there, Guy Ritchie uses music brilliantly as well.
Agreed. Okay, we're going to go
Right.
into my quickfire. Here you are. 3, 2, 1.
15,
This is modern blues
14,
energy wrapped
13,
in cinematic
12,
patience.
11,
It builds slowly,
10,
almost painfully,
9,
and when it hits, it
8,
feels inevitable.
7,
Gospel
6,
chords, blues
5,
phrasing, and emotional
4,
restraints doing
3,
more work than any
2,
big moment ever
1,
could. It doesn't
0.
tell you how to feel, it lets you sit in it. Perfect soundtrack music, which is Cold Little Heart from Michael Kiwanuka, who has luscious pipes. Oh, suit you, sir.
That was worse than mine.
Yeah, I was loose on that. Sorry.
I do want to challenge the brief though on this. This is from a TV show.
That's
It is
true.
from a TV show.
That is true.
Well, and what?
Luck-
What are you going to do? You're not voting on it.
No, luckily this one wasn't your main one.
Yeah.
But I did want to make note. Oh, hang on. Where's your confession music? Does anyone have anything to confess this week, boys and girls?
I tell you, I do actually have something to confess whilst we're on confessionals, which is I have heard a number of times now your Charlie XCX and Billie Eilish track this week, and I actually don't dislike it as much as I did a week ago.
Oh
It's still-
my god. Wait, can we mention Billie Eilish? Because you did it beforehand. Did you see where she said about the stolen land?
Yeah.
And now the
Yeah, that's
local
funny.
tribe where she has her $14 million house is like, you have a 30-day eviction notice to get off our land.
I don't
wow.
think she knows what is going on down there.
It's like,
Don't
really?
think so.
Why would you say that? Just come on. Keep the politics out of it. Don't even try and sound smart. Just sing and do your weird shit, you know?
Yeah, that's what Ricky Gervais said when he hosted the Globes the last time. He just turned around, they're going off, said, look, you lot are so fucking dumb. You already had the chance to finish school. Now you want to come up here and tell us all how to run the country and the world? Fuck off. Come up here, thank your God, say hello to your mum and piss off.
And piss off. Yeah. Take your glorified paperweight home and sit and stare at it and just keep your mouth shut.
Love Ricky.
That was funny, though. I do like a lot of her music. I do. Not all of it, but I do like a lot of it. When she had to open her mouth, I was like, really?
I can guarantee that you like more of her music than I do.
Yeah, well, there we go.
Maybe 3 songs.
So me and you, me and you, Sam, are equal again then.
Yeah. Anyway, Michael Kiwanuka, though, comes with a caveat other than the fact that it's from a TV show and not a movie. Do not bother with the 9-minute version because the first 4.5 minutes of it are entirely unnecessary. Just listen to the radio.
I did upload the radio edit as well.
Yeah, which will be the one that's on the playlist. Who are we with? AJ, your next
me.
quickie, please. Here you go, AJ. 3, 2, 1.
All right.
15,
So I had to
14,
go with
13,
Buddy
12,
Guy's Stone Crazy.
11, 10,
He's classic
9,
blues.
8,
And
7,
he actually did a
6,
cameo
5,
in Sinners
4, 3,
in 2025,
2,
which is wild. He's
1,
kind of there,
0.
but this is a really great song.
Yeah, Buddy Guy, can't go wrong. Old school blues again, hasn't he? Seen a load of stuff
Yeah.
with him doing. He did a lot of stuff with the Stones, didn't he? Keith loves him.
I love Buddy
yeah.
Guy. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, his music is just, it's guts. Like, it's just raw and real. And like you're talking about not over editing, like that's this song. That's his music it's just blues. Like, it's just, it's out there, I love it. I really do.
And he can play the guitar as well.
Oh, yeah. Wicked guitar. So.
Buddy's another good musician's name, isn't it? Along with Stevie. Got Buddy Guy, Buddy Rich, Buddy Holly.
Mhm.
Some good buddies out there.
Yeah.
If only I had some.
What, some good buddies?
On us off, everybody flops your stuff.
Apart from you two, present company except, obviously.
Got any tiny violins?
Just so you know, Andy, I was ready to hop on a plane and come down to your way because, it's so damn hot down there and I am literally almost frozen to death for 2 weeks. I'm like, Andy, we're coming. Throw some shrimp on the barbie.
It's all right. We got the shrimp, we got the Barbie, and we got the weather.
One of these days, once Bruce is his checkbook out. Come on, Bruce.
Still got to get the pecan pie, and he was on fire at the end of the day.
He was pew, 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 pew.
Yeah. Somebody else is just jumping on the bandwagon as well. Rodney Hardin. Does anyone know him?
Yeah, it's my buddy
Rodders?
too.
Is it? Yeah, you go, beautiful lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
well, there
little
you go.
Rodney. He's actually a local.
Is he? Thanks for tuning in, Rodney. I hope you're not a plunker. Me and Sam will get that one.
Nice one, Del Boy.
Hey, Rodney, don't be a pilchard. No, that's Frank, innit? Yeah,
That's Frank, yeah.
that's Frank. Hey, Pa! Pa! Oh, for God's sakes. I can't do it too loud. I'll wait. Yeah, so.
There's some classic British TV called Only Fools and Horses. And Del Boy and Rodney were the two brothers. The Trotters?
Trotters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Del,
Brothers.
Del Boy and Rodney Trotter.
I may have seen that. I used to watch a lot of British TV with my stepmom, like a lot.
It's probably the most popular, funniest comedy in UK is produced. It finished in the mid-90s.
I think I've seen it.
More popular than Blackadder?
Oh, it depends on your taste, I suppose. For me, yeah. Nosy Parker, keeping up at Mrs. Bouquet.
That's a good
Mrs.
one.
Bouquet. Mrs.
Keeping
Bucket.
up appearances, Mrs. Bucket, yeah. Sorry, Rodney. Thanks for tuning in.
He's super cool. He let us use his car for photos. Like, he's a good friend.
Good work. No plunkers there, then.
Certainly not. Right, Handy Andy, you're up on the stand with your long one, please.
Right then, lady and gentlemen, I've gone with a very famous song, and it is used so well in film. Smokestack Lightning, Howlin' Wolf. Ironically, I was in a band called Howlin' Haze, and it had nothing to do with that. Just a little plug. I don't know why we're not even together. We haven't played together for 10 years. Anyway, Smokestack Lightning was recorded in 1956. It became one of his most popular and influential songs, and it is based on earlier blues songs, and numerous artists have interpreted it. Howlin' Wolves have performed it in one form or another, at least one or two times by the early 1930s. The song is described as a hypnotic one-chord drone piece. Draws on earlier blues. I'm not sure how much earlier you can get in the 1930s, but really early blues, such as Tommy Johnson's Big Red Blues and the Mississippi Shakes' Stop Listen Blues. You must know, it must be mates of yours, AJ, and Charlie Patton's Moon Going Down. Wolf said, and this is a key point on the name of the song was inspired by watching trains in the night, with the sparks coming from the wheels and the smoke it was creating, and the rhythm of it which came through it. Chess Studios in Chicago recorded it for him, and there's a film which I've just come across about Howlin' Wolf. I think it came out about 10 years ago, and the guy who's in Chicago Fire played him, Bowden. I can't remember. Can't remember his name now. Did it brilliantly. Did it absolutely brilliantly. I'll find out in a minute when we go on with the show, and we'll dip back into that. But that film, something like Cadillac or something like that. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so that's where it's inspired from watching trains. In the studio, the song takes a repulsive one-chord yamp, normally an E major, but it is flaccid blue notes make it sound like an E minor, and lyrically it has a pastiche of an ancient blues line and train references, which is timeless and evocative. Reached number 11 in 56 on the Billboard chart, and in a song review for it by Bill Yanowitz, he describes Smokestack Lightning as almost like a distillation of the essence of the blues, a pleasingly primitive and raw representation of blues, pure and chant-like. Wolf truly sounds like a man in otherwise inexpressible agony, flaying for words. In 1999, it received a Grammy Hall of Fame award, honouring its lasting historical significance. I've got a bit more to say, but let's have a dig on it first.
All right, here she comes. Smokestack Lightning.
Oh, tell me, baby, why did you stay last night? Oh, don't you hear me crying? Woo, woo, woo. Oh, stop your train. Let her go by right. Oh, don't you hear me crying? Woo, woo, woo.
So the film was Cadillac Records, released in 2008. Eamon Walker was the actor that played him, who plays the lead part, Lieutenant Bowden in Chicago Fire. And he just had him off to a T. His facial expressions, like Howlin' Wolf was very facial in his expressions. Like, I'm not even going to attempt it, but and Eamon.
Oh, please do.
Let's see it. Let's see it, Andy.
All right, hang on. It was like I was practicing my lines in the toilets, you know. No, I can't do it.
Goodness. That'll give us
I look
moments.
like the Goonies now. Jeez. Anyway, the film comparison makes two appearances in The Wolf of Wall Street, both of which come when the lines between reality and fantasy get blurred. the amount of excess on screen can be absolutely wild. But when the hedonism gets taken to the highest of the highs, that's when Scorsese dropped the needle on this track. The first one comes when DiCaprio's character built up his penny stock company. Do you remember the scene in a legitimate or semi-legitimate Wall Street powerhouse? He's up there during a meeting that involves shaving heads, naked marching bands, fighting strippers,
Yeah.
and copious amounts of public sex. So it kicks in then. And then secondly, when the same character, DiCaprio's character, is midair en route to his bachelor party, a sudden bit of mid-air turbulence sends hookers and drugs flying. As the plane jumps, the film turns to slow motion, and Howlin' Wolf's voice returns to underscore the impossible amount of excess on screen. Absolutely brilliantly used in that film, and just an all-time classic blues track.
If you've ever looked up the story of the guy that made that movie about, and he talks about the real actual stuff behind that movie, it's very he's a character for sure.
Have you seen that film, Cadillac Records?
I think I have. I think I have.
Okay.
And I've seen
I
Wolf of
haven't.
Wall Street.
I haven't seen it in full. I've seen clips, and yeah, it's that same old story of the white guy producers with the money in the studio, and the black
Yeah.
guys, are the artists, and Howlin' Wolf just says, "I'm the fucking leader. These
Mm.
guys do what I say, not you in there." And very, very strong character. And passionate about what he did, which is, I'm all for that. It's his music. He wants to sound it the way he wants to sound it, especially in those days. How bad it was then, especially in the States. Don't want to go down that route, but yeah, fair play to him.
So classic. I do love Howlin' Wolf. I was bored of this song though, after about 15 seconds.
Really?
I mean, like I love the blues and whatever, but kind of like that was just it. That was just it. Down, 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 and like that was, I don't know. It just wasn't like a. I love their stuff and it's classic, but for me, it's just like I could take a nap with that song.
Who invited you back?
I don't know. I just made my way in. Sorry. Hi. Like, it's so funny because, like, with mine, I'm like, I should have just, like I said, I text you guys. I was like, I might flip flop my 1 and my 2, right? Like, I might flip flop them. And I'm like, yeah, because, you go with the not so common stuff, and people like Sam are like, no, I don't think so.
That's not why I flopped it.
I know. I know. I just have to give shit somewhere. I mean, this is a classic. It's a great song. It just doesn't blow my socks off at all, even for the blues. So I don't know. I'm gonna debate it in my mind for a minute. Sam, you go ahead.
You continue debating it in your mind, the lady that snuck in the back door whilst I give you my opinion. I've already given you my opinion on the blues as a whole, so I don't need to repeat myself there. In the case of Mr. Wolf, I think, yes, this song is seminal, and in terms of the journey and the development of the blues, it is a fundamental part of that journey. In this context, peculiarly, or conversely, perhaps, to the way that we expressed things earlier, for me, this is a case of where the song benefits from the scene and the action that it's in, not the other way around. I think that the song is a perfect choice for those scenes and it works fantastically, but take the song out of the scene and I'm with AJ, I'm bored. Like,
I agree.
I get to 90 seconds in and I'm like, yeah, I'm over it. Whereas in the scene, I'm like, yeah, it works really, really well. So that leaves me in a little bit of a conundrum because I'm like, well, within the context of the film, great choice, but as a standalone track, I'm not in for it.
Mhm.
And we did say prior to song selection and stuff, we were like, what are we voting on? Or how are we assessing? Are we assessing just on the music taken out of context, or are we assessing it within the context of the film?
Mhm.
And we said that we need to be looking at the song individually. Although the context of the movie is relevant, ultimately we're still assessing the track. And from that perspective, therefore, and my father and my uncle would be disowning me at this point I am going to have to flop it.
Yeah,
I'm so
I'm with
sorry.
you, Sam. I'm with you too. And it's a classic. It's a classic.
Oh no.
It is. It is. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't like it. It's just not like I'm not I'm not gonna listen to it alone. Like if it's playing in a band, sure. If it's in a movie, sure. But that's not a song I go back to. Like I love the blues, but that's not one I'm gonna play on my own, if that makes sense. Like, and it's not even about my own personal taste necessarily, because I love the blues. But it just didn't.
Obviously not.
It didn't.
When's it snowing again?
He said, "Lights out for you, lady."
Fucking
Lights
waste
out.
of time. 1:30 in the morning. I stay up at 1:30 in the morning for this.
I love you, Andy.
Nah, piss off. Tactical voting.
No, it's nothing of the sort. It's
Oh,
nothing of the
Jenny.
sort.
Anybody that loves the blues is gonna be like, "The is wrong with you, AJ?" And I'm like,
Oh, quite the A-list of guys we've got helicoptering around the place, isn't it? With Howlin Wolf and Robert Plant all waving their floppers around.
They are. They're having fun. They're gonna be having some fun somewhere. It's a good job the wolf is not here anymore.
Quite. We've all long played then. So can we please update the score boards?
I'm so far behind. Can I have bonus teachers? How do I get bonus points? Do I have extra credit?
You're not actually that far behind. There you go. Right. Okay. So who went first? Sam did. So begrudgingly, he got a 3. I've had a 0 and AJ's had a 1. So this is now what we look like.
We can catch him, Andy.
We can. We can. We got to stick together now.
This is me missing 2 really good episodes that I could have really womped on. You know, that's I'm gonna come back for y'all. I'm not forgetting that I wasn't here for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I'm not forgetting you just flopped probably one of the most well-known blues songs ever. So yeah, game on, you two fuckers.
Reputation means nothing around here.
It doesn't, clearly. Money, names, reputation, streams. That's
Yeah.
all
No.
out the window. Never know what we're gonna do. See, unpredictability.
I would rather be chasing than watching over my shoulder, especially down the home stretch of the series. So I feel no sense of security out in the front whatsoever.
I got so many puns right there.
Gunning for you, Sammy. We're chasing you down.
Got my hands on my backside.
She's still got batteries left.
I wore all my batteries out over the past 2 weeks, boys.
Oh, we know. And you'll hear that out, I think on episode 9. Anyway.
Here we go then. Our little quiz for the week. 4 A or B questions on the world of jazz and blues. Here we go. Which film used real jazz musicians performing live on set rather than miming to playback? Was it Whiplash or was it La La Land?
Oh my.
I'm going to go Whiplash.
Yeah, I was gonna go that too, but I don't know. I'll go La La Land.
Of course, it was Whiplash.
I
Mr. Howitt's performances all played live to real capture, whatever, which makes it even more insane. But yeah, Whiplash. Question number 2. Which of these jazz-influenced soundtracks was composed by someone who was not primarily a film composer at the start? Was it A, Taxi Driver, or was it B, West Side Story?
Ooh,
The West Side Story.
this is hard. I was gonna go that way too, but I'll go Taxi Driver.
Well, at least you're winning the quiz, Andy. West Side Story is the answer.
I just don't want to follow along, so I go the other one after he answers.
Yeah, so Leonard Bernstein was a composer and conductor first, but film scoring came second. Wonderful piece of work, West Side Story.
I love West Side Story. Sharks.
Yeah.
Side quiz. Who or which song uses Leonard Bernstein's name in one of their songs?
A different popular song has Leonard Bernstein in
Yeah,
it?
pretty popular.
I don't know.
R.E.M.'s It's the End of the World as we know it.
Seriously? In REM?
Yeah, if you listen to The End of the World as we know it, it's hard to understand all the lyrics, and right at the end is like,
There's a lot of words in that.
there is a lot of words in that. Yeah, he uses that right at the end. I think even when I've seen him a couple of times, he actually has the words, what he all do now on the auto cue you don't see, but he actually had them on a music stand in front of him up high. Whole Stipey.
Question number 3. Which song was already decades old before becoming iconic through its use in a major film soundtrack? Was it Minnie the Moocher from the Blues Brothers, or was it Caravan from Whiplash?
Minnie the Moocher.
Yeah, I'm going to echo that one.
Yeah, Minnie the Moocher was first recorded in 1931, 50 years almost before the 1980 film appearance. And finally, question 4. Which soundtrack famously uses jazz to represent psychological instability rather than romance or coolness? Was it Taxi Driver, or was it Ocean's 11?
I love Ocean's 11. Ocean's 11.
Yeah, I'm going to go Taxi Driver on this one.
Of course, it was Taxi Driver.
What?
Bernard Herrmann's score, which uses a lot of dissonant jazz motifs to mirror Travis Bickle's mental state. Iconically performed by, of course, who was Travis Bickle? Pretty young Robert De Niro.
Robert
really?
De Niro. Very young, wouldn't it?
Yes, sir.
Would have been in Taxi, yeah.
So there's your quiz.
Well, we better update the scoreboard then. That's 4 points for me.
If I would have listened to myself, I'd have
Next
had
week.
3 out of 4.
I'm coming for you next week. Good stuff. Nice quiz. Interesting facts.
Right. Quick pitches number 3. Final round of quick pitches. AJ, you can go first.
Okay.
So here you go. After a 3, 2, 1.
15.
All right.
14.
So
13,
she is my
12,
folk rock
11,
queen hero,
10,
but she had
9,
blues roots
8,
in everything she
7,
did. And
6,
she actually did a
5,
song called Turtle
4,
Blues.
3,
Wasn't famous,
2,
but it was actually
1,
featured in the film
0.
Janice back in the 70s. Turtle Blues by Janis Joplin. Killer blues song. Absolutely fantastic.
There, Sam, didn't you, the other week? Was it last week? I think it was. When we were chatting about Alanis Morissette and everything. Sheryl Crow, you mentioned Janis Joplin.
I didn't realize she and Dolly Parton share a birthday.
Good. I'm glad. Cracking pipes. Absolutely cracking voice.
Pair of
I'm
lungs.
saying. So it's wild because I had Stevie Ray and Janice. I mean, like, you can't get a whole lot better than, the greats. And they were gone too soon. So I had to put them in.
Very good. Andy, your quickie, please. Final
Okay.
quickie. Here you go. 3, 2, 1.
15.
Sunshine of Your
14,
Love is a
13,
1967 song by British rock band
11,
Cream.
10,
With elements of hard rock and psychedelia, it's one of Cream's best known, most popular song. It's also
4,
used in Goodfellas as Jimmy,
1,
Robert De Niro,
0.
contemplates killing other members of his crew. I'm wishing I went with this as my long play now because this song is just the best ever. And you wouldn't have got bored with it, and it's not, this is just mint. Sunshine of Your Love. Love it.
Yep. I agree with you there.
Yep.
So there we are. Great choice. It's a real fine addition to the playlist. That is for certain.
Yeah, I just watched while I was waiting for waiting for us to start tonight when Cream got back together again in 2008, something like that. They reunited for a string of gigs at the Albert Hall, and I watched that live gig, and it's just 3-piece, and they make that noise. Unbelievable.
That's such a good song, and they're so good anyways. And then this is going to be one hell of a playlist after this week. We've got so much, it's so diverse now that it's just throw it.
Yeah, and apparently, as we were corrected on episode 3, these were the original supergroup.
Right?
Yeah, not the Traveling Wilburys. It was Cream. Jack Bruce and Ginger Baker. And another little sod story. So, remember I told you that little story my dad knew Jimi Hendrix and Mama Cass back in the day. We also knew Ginger Baker, who, apart from, being an absolutely amazing, talented drummer, is all the press about him being mad as fuck and mental is true. Off his tits constantly and just constantly mad as. A huge drug problem and alcohol problem. But yeah, mad as a hatter up until the day he died.
Mad as a box of frogs.
I'm going to use that.
Here's the final quick 5 for today. For me, 3, 2, 1.
15.
This is blues
14,
swagger
13,
weaponized.
12,
The second it
11,
kicks in, the
10,
character is
9,
defined. Attitude,
8,
danger,
7,
confidence, all
6,
delivered in one
5,
riff.
4,
It's simple, loud,
3,
and instantly
2,
iconic.
1,
This is blues as
0.
shorthand. One guitar line tells the whole story. Bad to the Bone by George Thorogood and the Destroyers from the iconic Terminator 2. Quick to the choppers, I'll be back, stick around. And all the other Arnie catchphrases.
Yeah.
So good.
He walks. I want to say this is the second one. I don't know. This was my favorite song as a kid because of him in Terminator. Okay. So as a child, I'm watching this movie and he walks into the bar buck ass naked. And this song is playing on the jukebox. And he puts out a dude's cigarette, I'm pretty sure on his ass. He puts it out somewhere.
Yeah.
He's just like, the guy just like, or maybe it's the dude does it on his chest or something. I can't remember. But that was like something that was forever. When you talk about songs that go to a scene or that go to a movie, when you put that in there, I was like, oh yeah. Like I could just picture the whole thing with this song. So that
Bet you
is that
can.
one, right? The second one.
It is that, yeah. And he kicks butt in the bar, and then
Yeah.
as he walks out of the door, the track just kicks in. It's just like, fuck yeah, that's so 20th century badass right there.
Absolutely.
Love it.
And you know damn well, regardless, even those scenes where he's got those clothes on, he ain't in no Ep.9 files. Go, Arnie.
Hey, the most straight governor of California that ever was that guy right there. I'll just
Awesome.
leave it at that.
Yeah. Let's get him back with Barack. Happy days.
If he was in the Epstein files, he'd just pick up all 3 million pages of them and just tear them into shreds, wouldn't he? He's that big.
Yeah, and eat them.
And eat them. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Yeah. And just go, I am not making True Lies 2. Ooh. Marty. Here are you, new segment for you. Do you recognize the music?
Back to the Future.
Yes. So, but it is. Yes, it's a little segment on it, but we couldn't call it that. We had to call it Tracks Back from the Future.
Oh, tracks
So-
back from the future. I like this.
Yeah. So it's a groovy little segment. As you haven't been here, you've been sunning it up for the last couple of weeks. We decided to do, a little quiz, an extra little quiz here. Tracks Back from the Future. So I'm going to play, or Sam, via the realms of emailing files, is going to play some songs. And what I want is the year. So it's all around the years. And there's different themes. So this year, obviously, we're on soundtracks and blues and jazz. So bonus points or kudos if you can get the artiste and the name of the song. But I want to know the year the film was released, not the song. So the song which is going to be played, the song being played is in a movie. I want to know the year the movie was released. Let's do it. Easy one to start with.
Oh,
So pretty easy one.
there's so many of those though. I'm like 1972.
Yeah, so-
I don't know.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I know you're excited. Calm the fuck down. So, do we know? We obviously know what the movie is, the franchise is, yes?
Well, it's Bond, yeah, but
Yeah. Do we know which Bond film specifically?
no, absolutely not.
Okay, this is Doctor No.
Octopussy.
No, Doctor No. See, so many puns.
It's really a thing.
I know it is. I'm the biggest Bond fan in the world.
Are you?
Yeah. How?
To be honest, Uno pussy's complicated enough, let alone Octopussy.
We've got a little DB9 here, which is made out of the same material as the real Aston Martins are made out of.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Nerding
nerd.
it up like that.
Isn't it? All right. So John Barry Orchestra. John Barry composed that piece of music for Dr. No, which was the first Bond film. Sean Connery. What year was this released? Sam, I'll go to you first.
Yeah, I mean, you know that I'm terrible at these things, but I think AJ's 70s stab was a pretty good one. I wouldn't have hazarded it as the 60s, so I'm going to say 73.
AJ?
I don't know. I'm sticking with it. I thought about going like 1969, but when I said 1972, I guess I'm just gonna stick with it. It's somewhere around there, maybe sooner. I don't know.
Okay. All right, way out. Perry, 1962.
Okay, so it wasn't the 60s. I said 70, so it was 62.
Yeah. The first Bond film, Dr. No, Sean Connery. And that wasn't the one with Pusher. No, that wasn't with her, but it did have Miss Moneypenny. As we found out later, I cannot do Michael Caine. Sam's got Michael Caine to the T. So yeah, you're 10 years out. So for this instance then, AJ's closest, 10 years. Sam, you're 11. Let's go for the second one.
I'm still basking in my glory of getting 2
You are
correct
last week. 2 out of 4. You did well last week.
So I'm going to keep dining out on that. Here's number 2.
To light up the skies, to open the world and send me reeling. A voice that says I'll be here and you'll be alright. I don't care if I know just where I will go, 'cause all that I need's that crazy feeling.
Okay, do we know who's singing?
No.
Do we know?
It's a version, a cover, right? I feel like I know the song, but I feel like I've never heard that version of it.
Live for the movie. It sounds like some Three's Company shit. So I mean, like, I feel like I know the era, but I have no idea who or what that's from.
All right, so I'll give you. So we'll go with that's from La La Land.
Oh,
Is it?
So,
okay.
Yeah, and that is actually Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone singing it. City of Stars, the song's called. So that is them singing. So what year was that film at?
Well, it starts with 20. That much I can tell you confidently. I think this was something like 2021 would be my guess.
Okay,
2017. I was going to say 2015. 2015. I'm going 2017. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. 2016.
2016. I was right. I couldn't decide.
Yeah, no, you were close, Sam. You were 5 years out on that one. So AJ's still winning, closest to the scores at the moment. Let's go to number 3.
Number 3. Here we go.
Okay, let's go.
Boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. How, 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 how. Hey, hey. Come on home, babe.
All right, so we've spoken about this, so you should know the film. Oh, it's an awesome song. You should know the film it's come from. So do you know the film it came from?
I mean, is it on one of your favorites like Snatch or Lock,
Nope.
Stock or one of those?
No. All right. Do we know the artist? So it's from the film you picked your long play from.
Oh, it's in Blues Brothers.
It's in Blues Brothers, yeah. So this is John Lee Hooker and Boom Boom, which actually got re-released in 2003. But what year was the film released?
1980 something.
It's 1980, wasn't it? The film was released in.
Sam, now on the head, on the nose.
Yeah, because you picked your long
1980.
play. I knew it was 1980 something. It was 1980.
Right, last one then. Back of the net. If you can guess the film, bonus points. Has anyone heard that song before?
No, not a clue.
No.
Made me
Okay.
think of Pink Panther
So
almost.
that song, the artist is Junior Walker and the All Stars, and it's called Cleo's Mood. Any idea what film it's from?
I don't know. I love that sax.
Not at all.
Right, the film is it's just a great film. The Boat That Rocked, all about Radio Caroline, which was based in the 60s in the North Sea. Bill Nye was probably the lead actor in it. It's all about the pirate radio era in the 60s. Absolutely brilliant film. So neither of you have seen this film, so it's going to be a guess. When was it out?
At least the
94.
movie can't have been in the 60s.
Go on, Sam. What do you
Yeah.
say then?
I'm with you, Sam. Can't have been in the 60s. I'm like 1994. Bill Nye.
Yeah. Bill
94
Nye.
for AJ. Yep.
With Bill Nye, it could be almost anywhere. He's had, a great and illustrious career. I'm going to jump into the 21st century because why not? And I'll take a punt at 2005.
5 out. 2009.
Ooh, it was that late, huh? Okay.
Yeah. On the nose. So I think who's closest there? 4-11. I think Sam's pinched that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, just. Yeah, he has. He's beat you there, AJ. He's got closest to the marks. There you go.
Bragging rights.
Tracks back from the future.
That's fun.
All right.
Bit different, eh?
Love that. Okay, let's spin some wheels. Here she is. So 4 episodes left, 4 themes left. So we've got R&B and soul. We've got experimental and avant-garde. We've got pop and mainstream and hip hop and rock. Here we go. We're going to spin the wheel.
Dreading this.
I know, right?
Oh, go for that.
Oh no.
It is.
Ah. I don't even know where to go with this. I'm like, okay.
What is avant-garde?
Tends to be more like experimental stuff or soundscapey stuff or wacky off the wall stuff.
A lot of people taking acid in a field type thing.
Psychedelic type shit?
It could be like your Brian Oat thing. I think we'll have to think quite carefully to try and pick songs that both hit the brief but also will get 3 points for us. I think it's going to be a challenging
Be
week.
hard.
Perhaps to be made even more challenging with the category that it's going to pair with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here
I'm
we
really
go.
scared of this.
What's it
It
gonna
better make
pair
it better
with?
and not worse. Oh God.
Okay.
I could make it worse. Well, I could make it
Oh
really hard.
Lord, nom winner. Oh my
No.
Lord.
No, I think that helps. I think that
Yeah.
It
helps a
does.
lot.
Honestly, just go look at anything that's been nominated for Grammys in the random categories, and you got something.
I think the
There you go.
nominee bit, yeah. Not necessarily
Yeah.
the winner. The nominee bit is the key there, I think.
I think that's some really good guiding that the wheel's done there. I think that's narrowed it to a good funnel that will help a lot. So there we go. We're looking for award nominated or winning experimental and avant-garde music. Oh, it's all going to be a little bit wacky next week, isn't it? Looking forward to it.
We're going to need some colourful clothing going on, I think.
Do your hair all wild, boys. Do your hair all
Yeah,
wild
like-
for this, Wear the crazy
Get some
clothes.
acid
I'll-
in and
I'll grow mine out.
let's get fucked up.
All right. So that's the case then, folks.
That
Jazz and
is.
blues in cinema, music that doesn't just support a scene but shapes it. Sometimes elegant, sometimes obsessive. Sometimes it's just one note hanging in the air long enough to make you uncomfortable. This week wasn't about big hooks or easy wins. It was about presence, tension, and why some records become inseparable from the images they're paired with. Some tracks absolutely earned their place in film history. Others maybe worked better in the club than on the screen. But that's the point. This has been Tracks on Trial, where music gets cross-examined, overanalyzed, and occasionally let off on a technicality, although perhaps not today. We will see you next week. Court adjourned.